JB Enterprises. Techi Makuji. Tried to take me out of the game, take my career, take food off of my family's table. Tried to take my eyesight by spitting your green mist in my face. It didn't work. I'm not blind. Still kicking. Still James Swat. Yep.
Not so fast.
I think that is what Swat is one. Big man goes down. Defensive shoes. Oh, he hit the big man right between the eyes with it. Oh, wait a minute, the ref is not fair. The ref rings the bell. Swat. The Swat's not done. He's
Well, Jake, I'm here to watch some professional wrestling, not to hear political commentary. We get enough of that in the outside world. I am here to watch two amazing athletes give it their all, leave it in the ring for the enjoyment of the Fuzion Pro Wrestling fans.
all right. We can definitely agree on that.
I want to point out, Smooth is just relaxing. You would think that before a match he would be warming up, he'd be getting his body ready, but that body language says that he doesn't expect much of a challenge today, and that might be to his detriment, Jake.
That man was born ready. I don't think he's going to find the challenge that you're expecting. James Swat is a favorite, but a man can only take so much punishment.
But James Swat also seems to be taking this match seriously even before the match has begun. That can go a long way in any athletic competition, Jake. You have to agree with me there.
You say serious, I say fear.
And we're getting the signal from our official.
There's the bell. Here we go.
And this match has begun. Jake, one of my favorite parts of any match is the opening circle where the two opponents are taking... Oh, and they have engaged already. Jake, you're right. Smooth is taking early dominance of this match.
Got him right there. Got the head locked up. This is not going to be a long match at all if it continues like that.
Swat tries... Okay, he got him. Swat needs to get in the game. I'm a huge fan of Mr. Swat, but he needs to capitalize once Smooth hits the ground, but he's just circling.
Let's see, he's got him up. Brilliant move from Smooth.
He's just hammering the back of Swat. And he's got him up again. Swat still on his knees.
Working that neck.
He's really got a vice-like grip on him, doesn't he there, Reverend?
He is straining, and Swat breaks it up.
Oh, and he's got him back. We have seen fortunes change pretty quickly here. Now the question is, can Mr. Swat keep his fortune in his favor?
Not with illegal chin locks like that, he can't.
Illegal, well, our official seems to disagree with you on the legality of that move, Reverend. And he's locking back on again. He's
got a hand on the rope.
Down.
Smooth put a hand on the rope.
The move is broken. I gotta say, it's always exciting when you get two opponents in here who are technically proficient like these guys. It's like a chess game early on. They're feeling each other out.
Wrapped up in the bear hug. Is he going up and over? Oh!
James keeps leaving himself wide open. And look, I may disagree with some of LA Smooth's tactics in other matches, but he's still not one to be underestimated. And James needs to get in there. He's going to need to be quicker on his feet to take down someone like Mr. Smooth.
Well, you got L.A. Smooth from Detroit. You got James Swat from Toombs County, Georgia. Who's going to have a better time in a fight?
I don't know. They're both from rough and tumble areas. We can both agree on that. Toombs County, Detroit, they both breed them tough there, don't they? If you kick to the midsection. Oh, he is working him like Rocky, working the meat in the meat locker to that meat section, Jake. Oh, now he's taking it to his face. Referee's got to get in there and get control of this.
L.A. Smooth has just taken control.
Oh!
He's showing dominance. Hammering
There's no doubt. And 1, 2, and for the kick out, 2 count.
Just a 2 count, come on.
I have to be honest with you there, Reverend. I feel like Mr. Smooth could have had that had he gotten on the pin quicker.
The refs are notoriously slow on the 3 counts.
No, our referees here in Fuzion Pro Wrestling are top-notch, some of the best in the industry. That was all on Mr. Smooth. And he's still hammering away. James hasn't had a chance to recover. He kicked out of that pin. Oh, this is going to be brutal. He's on the rope, and he's applying pressure to his back. This is tantamount to choking, Reverend.
I think that is choking. And it is valid when you are willing to do what it takes to get that pinfall, to win.
James is hurting really bad right now, Reverend. He's struggling back to his feet. He needs to get out of that corner because Smooth capitalizes when his opponents, as we can see here, hammering away at the midsection again.
That is just like getting worked over with sledgehammers. L.A. Smooth is one of the stronger wrestlers in Fuzion Pro Wrestling. I would not want to take one of those giant fists anywhere on my body at any speed, and James Swat is just enduring blow after blow.
Did you see that? The power of that man yanked James out of the corner, going for the pin again. 1, 2, and he
just
kicks
a 2
out.
count.
Got to say this, he might not be dominating, but James Swat's got some fighting spirit here, Reverend.
He is not a small guy. To just lift him up in the air like that is no small feat.
Reverend, how much do you think that L.A. Smooth... Oh, he's coming back.
Swat was clearly doing illegal ear strikes.
No, it was all of it. He's got Mr. Smooth on the ground again. He's pounding with those legs. James, you got to get back in there. Every time he gives L.A. Smooth an opening, L.A. Smooth capitalizes on it. Reverend, do you think this is the time he needs to be hot dogging around the ring? Case in point.
This is not, with a guy like L.A. Smooth, you can't let your guard down. If you let your guard down, something awful is going to happen to you. With the reversal
let's see if James Swat's trying to take control. Let's see if he can do it. Irish whip into the corner. He hits hard. Oh! Hard strike. We're going for the DDT. Oh, boom. Hits hard. Goes for the cover. Didn't expect that one to be too easy.
I must say, I'm going to agree with you there.
Trouble getting customers or retaining current ones? Do you have a limited budget for marketing? No worries. Rapco Media is a professional media company that can handle your digital media and marketing needs from start to finish, with packages to fit nearly any budget. Branding, marketing, video production, or all the above. Trust Rapco Media to bring your vision into view. Contact us at 229-886-1727 or rapcogroup.org. Follow us on Facebook at Rapco Media LLC.
Now, looks like James Swat has taken a hit. I missed it. L.A. Smooth holding the hands up, saying, I don't know what happened. This is classic L.A. Smooth, capitalizing on some underhanded tactics when the referee's not looking.
If you can make your opponent angry, you can make your opponent commit to mistakes. And I think Swat's biggest mistake was stepping into the ring here in Portal, Georgia, against L.A. Smooth.
And look, Reverend Jake, he's not down. Every time L.A. Smooth takes him down, he gets right back up on his feet.
L.A. Smooth at this point is just dribbling him off of the mat. Oh! Cheap shots to the abdomen from Swat.
You say cheap shot, I say perfectly legal and above board. Oh, over the shoulder, hits the mat hard.
These two men have been... Oh, do we have a cover? 2? Oh, just a 2 count. These two men have been beating the snot out of each other. But honestly, I think that James Swat has gotten the harder end of it. The
James
pointy
Swat
end of the
has
stick.
certainly taken some punishment. You're not wrong about that, Reverend. Oh, reversal, he throws him into the turnbuckle, throws him into the opposite, pulls him over, drags him over his shoulder. Looks like LA Smooth might be on tilt right now, Reverend.
LA Smooth he is brute force. He is using those fists as hammers, but you can see Ryan Swat, he's more of a James Swat, more of a judo jiu-jitsu kind of guy. Just flipping him right over, using his strength and momentum against him.
Look at that. Do you think right now we might see a tap out, Jake? As to your point, James Swat has proven at this point to be more of a technical competitor over the brute force of LA Smooth. He's still working that arm, Reverend.
He's working that arm, but LA Smooth is going to power his way out of this.
Takes a hard shot to the head, a hard elbow to the head again. LA Smooth coming back though. He says, I'm not ready to go down yet.
Swat is wondering where he is right now. When you were in Portal, Georgia.
Something tells me James Swat knows exactly where he is. Hard takedown. Down for the count. Is this it? 2, 3. James Swat takes the victory.
Introducing
One
first
fall.
from Party City, USA. He weighs in equivalent of a jumbo bag
Gotta be
of
honest,
Skittles.
Trey's sportsmanship on display today. Already troubling, Jake.
Honcho.
Eddie Honcho, his weight is listed as he weighs as much as a jumbo bag of Skittles.
From Orlando, Florida.
Oh, that
He weighs in at
says it all right there, doesn't it,
222
Jake?
pounds. He is Trey.
I don't think that Trey Too Strong is going to be tasting the rainbow.
Well, here's hoping that Eddie Honcho can pull that out. Here we go.
I'm
I
more of
already
an
feel like
M&M's
there's-
guy.
I can already feel the heat between these guys, Jake.
They come from two very distinct mindsets, and these are two guys that have just an instant dislike for each other. Very different styles.
Trey is getting a pre-match back rub. Jake, you never do that to me anymore.
Things change, Chris. Things change. We get older. We meet new people.
I miss the good old days. Let's get back to the action in the ring. Looks like Eddie Honcho is starting to warm up. Yeah, I feel like our referee,
He's taking the referee's taking this seriously.
Oh, that's disrespectful. His manager just checked the referee. The referees here, the officials here in Fuzion Pro Wrestling, have never been anything but on the up and up. This is just disrespectful.
After some of those slow counts, the last match we saw, I can understand.
Jake, you sound like you're making lots of excuses for poor behavior. All right, it looks like we're about to start the action. There is a lot of trash talking happening right here. Do you think these competitors can translate that into physical violence?
Eventually.
I mean, we're...
Oh! Trey Too Strong is saying he will not wrestle until his name is said right.
He is a very privileged young man.
Look. Oh, he's not gonna like that. Crowd just being disrespectful, mispronouncing his name on purpose. I mean, it's one thing when you've got to go against a seasoned competitor like Eddie Honcho. It's another thing when you have the crowd itself against you.
Well, Jake, let's be honest. You get the respect that you put out, and Trey has not been the most respectful towards the Fusion Pro Wrestling fans. You and I can agree on this.
Chris, we're in Portal, Georgia.
Touche, Reverend Jake. Touche. Well, I'm just wondering if this match is going to get off the ground.
Trey Too Strong, obviously taking his time, but that's okay. He's a. This is the psychological aspect of it.
Oh, the psychological.
Oh, we have an offer. We have an offer.
All right, let's hear it out. There's the cash, Reverend. You think money's going to talk for Eddie Honcho? That's a lot of, if he's from Party City, that's a lot of beer money.
Is that a 20?
That's a lot of PBR.
That could buy a bunch of Skittles.
That is definitely the party pack of Skittles.
Tell him to take the money to lay down.
He has taken the... Oh, Eddie Honcho, no. You cannot be serious. We cannot be seeing this, Reverend. Oh, excellent. What? We have a roll-up one. Excellent show by Eddie Honcho.
That is just... That's disrespectful. You've got to respect contract law. That was a verbal contract. When he took the money, he agreed. Oh, hard
Disagreed.
shot.
He agreed to the terms of Fusion Pro Wrestling, which is bringing the fans the best professional wrestling in Georgia, and he honored that contract today, Reverend Jake, and it doesn't seem like Trey is recovering from that early contract dispute, as you would put it.
He just took a shot right to the moneymaker, but that's all right.
Eddie Honcho getting the crowd motivated, getting a clap started.
I haven't seen someone as close to their trusty manservant like this since Morris Day and the Time.
No doubt, right you are.
If he wants
Eddie
to,
Honcho, no, go ahead. I apologize, Jake. Go ahead.
If he wants to pull a W, Trey Too Strong's going to have to get back in the ring eventually.
We've no doubt. We've already seen that Eddie Honcho cannot be bought. So Trey has no choice at this point, right? He's got to get back in there and get physical with Eddie Honcho. You said earlier he likes to hurt and inflict pain. We've got to see that now. Now he is proving. We see some of that patented Trey like speed that we've all come to know here in Fusion.
And up. Did he go down?
He goes down hard.
Did you see that? The ref just picked up the money.
And he's coming off the rope. Oh, that is the party pack of Skittles directly. All of that weight on top. But we still have a kick out.
I'm distracted by the money.
Is still in this.
The money fell out of Eddie Honcho's onesie, let's call it. And the referee just picked it up.
Well, I'm sure he's holding it for later for Eddie. He'll give it to him after the match. Or, like I said, drop kick to the head. Eddie goes down. Let's see if Trey can capitalize. Trey's got to get back in this match, Jake. For the pin, 1, 2, and he kicks out.
I'm not surprised. We just saw money change hands between Honcho and the ref.
Jake, I think you're reading into things here. The referee's responsibility is to keep the ring free of all foreign objects, paper, trash, including money. I'm certain that he's going to give Eddie, and he's taken a hit to the head. He's going to give Eddie his money back afterwards. Do you think, Ed, do you think we're seeing Trey get back in this?
I think Eddie's going to need that money for a chiropractor's appointment.
Eddie is flailing on that bottom rope over there. Do you think he's
Oh,
okay?
he's
He
being...
might. Oh, what do you say about that, Jake? He just outside interference. 1, 2. Trey's manager just came by, struck Eddie in the head. Do you have anything to say about that, Jake?
You know, from our vantage point here on this side of the ring, it's hard to tell exactly what happened. So I'm not going to make an unfounded accusation like that.
Oh, it was right there in front of us. We'll watch the replay after this. In the meantime, we've got Trey. He's got Eddie down in a submission. Oh, now he's starting to hammer Eddie's back again. Eddie's trying to get back on his feet, though.
Bet Eddie's wishing he took the money right about now.
Eddie's got that fighting spirit, but he's down again. We were talking strength in our last match. Trey is also one of our competitors that is one of our stronger. Look at those muscles. Look at that definition. That's someone that doesn't skip time in the gym. He doesn't skip leg day.
It is right in his name, Trey Too Strong. And then you look at Eddie Honcho, who obviously doesn't skip Skittle Day.
Poor form, Jake. Poor form. We got Trey Too Strong. He's capitalizing on those ropes. He has fantastic awareness of the deadly nature that a rope can be. Oh, we've got some more.
It is easy to do damage to your... Oh! He should have yelled timber before he did that.
That was a hard fall. I think they felt that all over Portal with the strength of that fall. 2 count.
Another 2 count.
And he's back up. Eddie's struggling right now, Jake.
As his trusty manservant tries to get the crowd fired up. This crowd's fired up, but it's not for Trey Too Strong.
Looks like Eddie's digging down, though. He's finding... Oh, not enough. Not enough. He goes down hard. Trey Too Strong takes him down hard with the legs. But Trey's hurting, it looks like, Reverend Jake.
He is taking a beating. He's, like we said earlier, he's gotten several shots up there to the moneymaker. Eddie Honcho not afraid to get all up in Trey Too Strong's grill, but now you got Trey Too Strong returning the favor with those hard blows right to the head.
We had a quick roll-up. Do we have it? No, he kicks out. Fantastic attempt by Eddie Honcho, though, but I think Trey Too Strong right now. Well, he's too strong to be taken over by one of those. Oh, down hard! And he goes
Fast
for the pin.
reversal.
1, 2. Eddie Honcho kicks out.
At this point, Trey Too Strong is obviously getting frustrated, and I don't blame him. He's been dominant in every phase of this match. It could have been much easier if Eddie Honcho had just held up his end of the deal, laid down, but instead he basically stole Trey Too Strong's money. And now he's paying the price.
Well, Trey Too Strong has got him up on his shoulders, but Honcho gets down, pushes him into the... Look at, talk about a feat of strength. Hoists him up into the air, slams him hard. But it seems like that took quite a bit out of him, Jake.
Those shots to the jaw are questionable.
Eddie's struggling. That last volley may have taken the last ounce of energy from Eddie. The whip into the ring and the hoisting Trey into the air. That may have been all he has left.
It's all about the conditioning right now.
Let's see. They're both... Well, Eddie's back on his feet first, Jake. He has managed to get back on his feet. Trey, too bad, is struggling. Or Trey Too Strong is struggling right now. He needs to get out of that turnbuckle, Jake. He's using it as a Barca lounger. But he needs to get out, and his...
Oh, his manager takes him out of the danger zone.
It's got to be nice having someone to pull you out of the danger zone, huh, Reverend?
Being a zealous advocate for his client/employer.
Oh! And he pulls him. If you want to get involved in the action, then this is exactly what happens, Reverend. Hard! The full force of the Skittles party pack. Unleashed on Trey Too Strong's opposite.
No.
Here we go. I can't say I'm a fan of this, but I do say that it might be getting just desserts here. Jake, do you think you learned a lesson about getting involved in a Eddie Honcho match?
To quote
Wait a
my
minute.
friend Rick Wilson, you buy the ticket, you take the ride, and
We might just see the... Hey, and this might be it. Eddie might be it, and he taps out. This match is over, Reverend Jake. Trey Too Strong has taken it with a submission.
Here's your winner by submission, Jay Too Strong.
Hey, this is Papa Tom at the Shirt Shack. Are you looking for a tie-dye shirt or a tank top for your next beach trip, concert, or special event? Or are you a small business owner looking for shirts for your employees? We also have marble tie-dye, unique shirts, and customized shirts. Come see us at the Shirt Shack. We're located inside the Little Hippie Chick. And remember, we don't do ordinary. We like to hippie it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the following match is our main event of the evening. He's a cheater.
how many times have we heard "Hold My Beer" before someone gets spectacularly and devastatingly injured?
But how many times have we heard "Hold My Beer" before someone does something spectacularly amazing?
I am from Claxton, Georgia, so I will say I have definitely seen it more before trips to the emergency room.
He weighs in at 272
But you and I came up in college together, and we heard that before we did some pretty awesome things together.
I don't remember
Look at
much
that!
of college.
Look at the ovation he's getting. The Fuzion Pro crowd absolutely loves this man already, and why shouldn't they? Just the absolute volume of energy this man has brought into the ring. He doesn't seem at all intimidated by Mr. Tetchy here, does he?
This is Portal, Georgia. You could paint an American flag on a ham sandwich and they would cheer it.
Yeah, but that ham sandwich isn't going to have just the charisma that Mr. Hold My Beer has, is it, Jake? And here we go. Tetchy is removing the kimono. He is getting it. My God, the size of that man.
Charisma does not help you against someone who is big enough to rip you into pieces. Not that I've seen Tetchy do that lately.
He's big enough to rip you to pieces, but he's also willing to rip you to pieces.
That he is. Seemingly the only thing that can keep him in control is Dr. Brock. Dr. Brock offering some assistance to the ref for the ref's own safety.
Shameful. I gotta be honest, why Dr. Brock isn't banned from the ringside has always been a mystery to me, Jake.
The man has his ways.
Well, the
He is
man's ways
respected.
sully. The man's ways sully Fuzion Pro Wrestling. Here we go. Look at just Tetchy, just the lumbering of this man. Every footstep is direct with intention. No wasted movement.
It's like trying to wrestle a sequoia.
But look at Hold My Beer Hansen. He is going right. Oh! An early strike on Tetchy.
You don't want to make him mad.
But this is a wrestling match, Jake. You've got to engage, and that's what Hold My Beer Hansen is doing right now. Seems to be drawing on the energy from the crowd, getting them involved in the match. Certainly going to need it. And again, he evades Tetchy, lays hands on Tetchy.
Illegal kidney shots.
Just hammering. But notice here, Jake, Tetchy still seems unfazed. That may have physically hurt, but it did nothing to shake his psychology. And we have a lockup. Oh, hard arm that sends him directly to the knee. Hold My Beer Hansen is seeing firsthand immediately why Tetchy is one of the most feared competitors in Georgia. Definitely the most feared here in Fuzion.
Just the sheer power behind each one of those hits. It's like getting hit by a freight train.
And that freight train has him locked in the corner, and he is unloading on Hold My Beer Hansen. This may be a quick match, Jake. But no, he spins out. And he is back on the offense, Jake.
Techi is capable of amazing speed.
And slams the entirety of his weight into Techi's. Hold My Beer Hansen's a big man, has a lot of weight, and it's clear that he knows how to use it to his advantage. He needs to quit celebrating and get back in the match, though. And he's back on again.
He is surprisingly fast for a man that's at least a pony keg in.
And he's going back in. An eye scrape. Referee tells him no more of that.
That was an adjustment of his headband.
I've never understood why.
Sweat getting into your eyes stings. Techi was doing him a favor.
I've never understood why Techi's had to resort to tactics like that. He's got the skill. He's got the size. It's always shameful when he resorts to that. And Hold My Beer, Hansen, he's still recovering from that just cheap move. Techi is showing off to the crowd right now. Maybe giving Hold My Beer Hansen time to get his stamina back.
I don't know why they're doing the chant. Techi has no idea what it means.
Too right. Spins him down, and he's off the rope. Oh! And he's a misstep by Techi, Jake.
Situational
Hold My Beer
awareness.
Hansen is all too ready to take advantage of.
With the cover.
Yup. Too early.
Just two. Very, very hard to keep a man like Techi Mikuji down.
But I think if anybody's got the means to do it, it's going to be Hold My Beer Hansen. He matches him in size almost, got the strength. But this is Fuzion Pro Wrestling, and Techi has seen a lot of folks come into the ring to try to get one over on him, and maybe he sees Hansen as just one more.
Working him on the ropes there. You're seeing the difference here between a machine fueled by mochi and hard work versus a machine fueled by parties and the occasional keg.
Oh! Hold My Beer Hansen is has a very amazing training routine. We've seen him wrestle other places. We know for a fact he can bring it. He's an amazing competitor. But I don't know that he's been in the likes with Techi Mikuji before, Jake.
Just stepping on his neck. Techi at this point firmly in control.
Oh, hard slap down. One more time. Hold My Beer Hansen felt that, but guess what? He's not down. He's still sitting. But Techi says, get back down. Slaps him hard again to the chest.
Dr. Brock is right. Those ringside seats are getting a nice show.
Oh, this is just absolutely contemptuous on the part of Techi.
You thought you could step into the ring with Techi Mikuji?
I don't know about you, Jake, but I've seen men get motivated by acts of disrespect like that. They seem to dig down and find that as motivation.
Techi
Hard
certainly
slap to
seems
the chest
motivated.
Hard slap to the chest. And again, Techi with those very deliberate walks, almost no wasted moves. Can he pull this off? Hold My Beer Hansen's a big man. Can he pull this off? And he does! Reverend Jake, did you see that?
For just a moment, he flew.
And he kicked out. Hold My Beer Hansen not done, but he's got him in the headlock now.
Look at the size of those arms. The air is escaping his body right now. He's got to have carotid arteries made out of cast iron to resist something like that.
No, but he's not ready to give up yet, Jake.
Is he break? He's breaking it with a thumb lock. Oh, reapplying the pressure.
But it looks like Hold My Beer Hansen does have some strategy to put to use here. I don't think he's done yet, Reverend. And he's up to one, and he's back on his feet, Jake. He's back on his feet. He's taking it to Techi.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
He got back on his feet, Jake. And not only that, but he is taking it right back to Techi. What is he doing? Get back in there. You need to... Oh, Jake, the big man's going to do it.
Big man's taking a risk. He's
Big man's
taking a
going to the
serious
top.
risk.
And it pays off. Axe handle to the head on Techi Makuji. Quit celebrating, hold my beer. Get back over there. You've learned firsthand this evening that you give that man an opening, you're the one that's going to pay for it.
That's the danger.
Oh, and he's laying hands. Ha ha.
Now that is blatantly unfair. Oh. That's what you get, Hold My Beer Hansen. That is clearly self-defense.
I have to be honest. Hold My Beer Hansen should have gone right back on the attack. Now Techi has him by the throat. Oh! Could this be it, Jake? Could this be it?
That's it.
And that's it. Hold My Beer Hansen takes the L. Techi Makuji. Let go, Techi. It's over. It's over, Techi. Oh, we've got to stop this. Techi, he's already won, Jake.
Yo, what's up? My name is Ron Phoenix. Have you ever had a dream of becoming a pro wrestler? The lights, the crowd, the screams! Well, look no further than Fuzion Pro Wrestling. Here at Fuzion Pro Wrestling, you have the opportunity to work with some of the best. We have courses in body conditioning, ring psychology, promotional skills. We even offer classes for the wrestling business. If you feel you have what it takes to become a wrestling superstar, Fuzion Pro Wrestling is just for you. Contact us now and let's get ready to fly.